You know what, guys? I think... Oh, hi. I think this is it. For me. For now, at least. For quite a while, I'm deciding. There must be a jump boost around. I love the features of the newest update. Can this goddamn jump boost cease, please? Copper Age. Yes, I mean, it's grandiose, the potential of what I could do with it, with what I already have. Hold on, I think this is the entry in... Yes. Through here, up these stairs, yeah, follow the sandstone, keep following it, and then out, okay. And the shelves, of course. Copper chains, copper torches, and everything. Here, this is the only thing I did since then, so basically, no, nothing. I started to paint again, a lot, and I enjoy it so much. This is my newest, most favorite creative activity. And I think I'd rather spend my time there. Because it's an either-or kind of thing. And boy, do I love the new update. Copper, 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 and shelves everywhere, you know? Let me just climb this one to clear my mind, and then we can talk a little more. It always soothes me coming up here. This is great. Yeah. I regret nothing, having spent countless hours in here, placing probably over 1 million blocks in this world, creatively, over the last... Hold on, it's been almost 1.5 decades. 2011, I think, is when I started constructing the Nexus. Yes. So, this is the last thing. I don't know if I showed you, actually, in a video, which I finished over here. I think I like this building now. Here, the jungle green, by the way. Oh, it fits lovely. This is a little wagon, I think. This entryway is... there's a new entry into the library. Let me show you. It's already overgrown with mushrooms. Perfect. We have... Yeah, you gotta squeeze through here, and then you can go either straight and through here and on this glass balcony, and you can actually climb over to the roof, which I just landed on. Okay, yeah, you can go in here. Or, as I said, let me show you. Take a different route, actually go sneakily through here, and this is now the back door entryway into the library. Yes, here, okay. With this, I pronounce this building finished. So I actually started a new project. Oh, hold on, there's the lower third of the Villies Tower. I'm such a fangirl. By the way, I haven't said hi yet. Hello, you beautiful people. My name's Linda. This is Loramayan. And I'm just giving you an overview of what I have. That's why I'm in F1 mode. There's no building going to happen in this episode. This little tree and greenery as like a border from these pools into the fields of the cathedral. And then the newest building. Let me actually go through the cathedral. to show you the angle from which I intended this to be viewed at. Wait, I closed this off. This isn't the proper exit anymore. I can fly through here, it's fine. So if you were to come down here, under this jungle tree, which I'm immensely proud of, by the way, you approach this little hut. It's more than a hut, it's the first building of what was meant to be a town. Completely fresh beginning. There's actually even the start to an interior. You can go up here, and it's decorated all around. I was high while making this. Cannabis, of course, which is my preferred mode of enjoying this video game. And another reason why I'm not going to continue doing it in the very near future, because it's mentally and physically draining. So instead I've just constructed this cliff trailing off into an open land. This is just a facade, less than a facade. I don't know what this might be connecting into eventually, but I enjoy these very light windows. And then this little peak up here, which is, well, I don't know if I even like it. You can clearly sense that I was looking for a conclusion, even if there was not a conclusion intended while I started this. Not a conclusion like that anyway, finishing it up. Das i-Tüpfele, the cherry on top of the whatever. So it's pretty, I like it. Whip is the person who inspired me the most for the color palette. And this is all I have to show for today, because it is all I have at this point. There is no more. And maybe in a year or two, I'll look back into it. But for now, this has been my overview. And maybe I can do a little world tour now for the end of this whole epic epoch. Yeah, this is the plateau. This is when I started to really create my own style. This is when I started, almost a decade after beginning to creatively engage with this world, starting to inspire myself from the creations of other people. Watching Hermitcraft Season 7 for the first time, going into Season 8, and, well, not much more beyond that, because that's really all that I needed. And thanks a lot again to everybody who's been involved there for all this time. And with that, I began to construct what you saw over there. This was my newest townslet. I think I've called it the Dark Alley, because it led up to the Witch's Hut, which is just beyond this corner. And once I had that, I was ready to construct the Pearlescent Cathedral, which you know intimately. And these two buildings here only happened afterwards. Where did this all start, though? With what energy did I go into this world? And that formed the basis, obviously, of my whole involvement with anything that followed. You can see the style is changing over here. We're going back in the past. Lots of sandstone of both varieties. Lots of wood, bricks. And stone bricks and lapis lazuli as my accent color, just dotted throughout. So this is the playground. This is where spawn is as well. So I started down there somewhere, some 17 years ago, almost. I think here is where you'd respawn, and these are some of the first paths up which I've constructed. I think I can actually find my original entry into... yes. So from this side I can clearly tell where I'm going. This building is the first proper building that I finished in this world, which means that down here, this is the beginning. Just spiraling up from here. Just learning shapes. Not yet aiming for any finished construction. Ever. And it's been like that. Or that phase took like 7 years, 8 years or more than that, I think. Eventually I started doing the episodes of Loramayan, and you can see the transformation, which started not here, but in the other direction. And you can see some evidence of it here. This emerald and diamond business I started into only after that. All this is very smooth, as you can see. Granite, stone and grass and just plain jungle trees with all the sandstone. As you can see. I started to follow a certain habit of constructing things that I call UFOs. And by my definition, these are just symmetrical buildings, symmetrical in all 4 directions, so on an X, basically, across, on both axes, I guess, Y and Z, or X and Y, and Z while climbing up. Yeah, just figuring out a way to climb up, and that's all they are, is basically an exercise in same thing again, like this is immersion and parkour combined. I'm actually looking for a specific one which is really fun. Don't know where I left it. I think I actually replaced it. Oh, okay. That wasn't so hard. This is my most favorite UFO. I don't know if this hole... I like this better. So you basically start here and then you go up, and it's quite easy, and you have to go through here, which is fun. Not difficult at all. Sorry, that's a no. Go away. And then this little bit I enjoyed very much. Like, no, it's not hard parkour, but it's an interesting way to get up. And that's what fascinated me in the beginning. Like the way through this world. And finding my way up. Why was that so important to me? Why would I not be instead more interested in creatively engaging with the potential of Minecraft and doing something beautiful? Why this interest and why this fascination with the walkway and reaching someplace? Well, let me show you. And if you've watched any of the early Loramayan episodes, you know, of course, what I'm about to show you. So going through this, my newest area, which is my favorite place to continue to build in. Past the temple even. Over this plain, coming into view, the town of Tristram, and beyond that, my first creation in Minecraft ever, which I've imported from another world. I started this building with the same patch that enabled one to place stairs on a corner or to have them connect, and also it enabled stairs to be placed upside down. And so this is her, this is my nexus, this is the thing that set me going. I reached my potential in the very beginning. This was the height of my creativity. 2012, early 2012. Maybe even earlier than that, yeah. I might have still been in school when I started constructing this. I say started, but it really was one continuous rush of creativity. It went so quickly once I'd gotten to this point. And it's a simple mathematical structure. All these layers that you see, they get one block taller with each layer, and one block narrower, like from side to side. You can see these waterfalls. Those are the way up. Those are the elevators. And each new level, you have to go one extra block up and one block in for each level. So this is the source of my fascination. Call it the source of my fascination. And so what had to follow after that was not the next completed construction. I couldn't do another finished building after I did this, which is so perfect in every way. And so that's why the playground happened. And that's why with my first Loramayan episodes, there wasn't much of a telos. I had no aim, no goal, and just wandering, see what happens. And it's been fun. It's been fun seeing how that could finally conclude in this. Oh, by the way, this is the end. Goodbye.